Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Madisonville Marine. The most important thing to these good folks is not selling you a boat. It's selling you the right boat for your specific needs. That's why there's no full court press when it comes to sales. Their selection is unmatched. So go chat with Madisonville Marine. Talk to them about your needs. Talk to them about what you want. They'll help you find the right boat for you that you and your family will be happy with for years to come. There's no better place to buy a boat than Madisonville Marine. All right. We didn't talk about it last Sunday, but here is where the SEC media, down at Media Days, projected your Volunteers 6th in the SEC. Now, I think on the show before Media Days, we guessed where they would be, and on this panel, we said 4th or 5th. 6th is where they wound up. I don't know that I have a problem with 6th personally, but I'll ask you guys, is that right? Is that wrong? Is it just ridiculously off base?
It's not ridiculously off base, that's for sure. It's either 5th or 6th. I had them 5th, but just on a tiebreaker over Kentucky if they win that game. I mean, it's the same thing. You win in a couple of extra games than in the SEC than you did last year, gets you to 5th or 6th. 4th and above, to me, that's a little ambitious.
There's probably a better chance you could have them even lower than you could move them up one.
Yeah, I think they're more likely to be 7th than they would 4th.
Exactly.
Personally.
So, I mean, yeah, take that and prove them wrong, but that's where you are. It's who you are.
Yeah, I think that it's wrong, but it's not ridiculous. I've got them 5th. I think that they're going to beat Kentucky this year. I think that where that game being here, I think that Kentucky was lucky to kind of won the game last year, and Tennessee was as bad as we've ever seen them. So I think that Tennessee beats Kentucky, that they beat Vanderbilt. So it's wrong, but a 5th versus 6th, am I really going to split hairs on that one that much, right?
Yeah.
My original answer was it's ridiculous. It was way too high.
Yeah.
My expectations for
I can't wait to get the emails when I get home. Oh, it's so negative. They're going to win 9.
I think they're right around in there. I mean, they have to be right now because you can't pick out something at Missouri and South Carolina or Florida that you say Tennessee is better than them at this.
Yes.
And that's the reason I think you push them down, because you take last year's results and combine it with those other schools where they're at. So I think it's pretty much on the money.
Right. I think for those fans who look at that and say, or media people who look at that and say, oh no, I project they'll be better than this team, better than that team. A lot of your projection is based on hope. I mean, what are you mixing in to make them get there? Because it's not last year's stats. It's not the roster you saw last year. It's just, I think this coach is going to coach them up, and I think they'll be better, and I hope. Hey, so I just don't think there's any reason.
If Tennessee had hired Mullen, I would put Mullen where I have Florida right now, just simply because he's got a track record in the SEC.
Doing more with less.
And I would just be glad the rankings are only for the SEC East and not overall.
Yeah, you'd be probably 13th.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, gentlemen, thank you. Will, thanks for being here.
Hey, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
We'll see you in 11 years.
Yeah.
Thanks to all these guys. Hey, thanks to, I don't say this enough, thanks to our sponsors, but thanks to the folks here at WATE. From the general manager to the head of production who does a great job for me, Tom McCoy, to our fantastic crew. They do great work. They've relit our set this week and just did spectacular work. Thanks to them. Thanks to our sponsors. Thanks to you. We'll see you next Sunday for the big 98th anniversary show. See you then.
The Sports Source is brought to you by Fast Frame with Heather Whiteside art now available.